Hey Mike, okay, we got everything going. Got it set up outside because it's little gates, 6 foot. That's your control box, that's your wiring loom. Everything's numbered, even the connectors are numbered, so fairly easier, I think, than the last version. That'll be the loom. It's 35 feet going across from your first pole to the second pole. The only two looms that you'll be putting on will be the gate loom and the motor loom. And then I'll have in the schematic and all the grommets and that, you'll drill a hole on the side of the pole, not in the front of the pole or the back, on the side. I'll leave this pole and these brackets on. And then you're going to slide the wire loom down and out the bottom. There'll be one wire loom, and then you'll have the main loom coming out of the box to hook up the main loom across, and then another connector loom or wire coming out for the pole that you'll be mounting that box. So you have two main motor looms coming out of there, and then you'll have your one loom, just the single loom coming out of the main box. That'll be this loom right here. And then out the bottom, you'll have the two connectors for the two poles, or the two gates, I should say. So it'll be one loom or one harness coming out of the other box, and that'll be for your gate wiring. I'll show you the wiring schematic on that. That's fairly simple. You'll have two wires for the energizing relay, which is that one right there, the black one, small one. And then you'll have the 4 wires to connect for the gate light system. So basically, the two gates I'm showing here, this is our old version I started with. I didn't really like it because I had double-sided tape and it's glued on. It's very sturdy, but the problem is servicing it, you have to pop the tape and all that, and glue. So this is your version now. Found a nice clamp system, and it's screwed on. So to service the gate lights are going to be a lot easier now. So it's just screwed on, fairly simple. It's hooked up for the magnets. So basically I'll show you what I was talking about with the gates. So gates going down. That is your gate over there. This is that opposite gate. I just wanted to show you where the lights are. But let it go through the system for the timer, and you'll see what I was talking about, where the lights, everything shuts off, but the gates go up. So, like it says, there's plenty of crossings out there I've seen that don't have that. I'm going to put a clear coat, thick plastic over the gate, so it'll seal it, so you don't have any problem with the red reflector. Be doing that, and then see, there's the gate going up without the lights. And then I got to do the two bases, steel bases. So to install these, I'm going to leave it on that pole. To install these, I would recommend, since you got to do the base, it'd be easier once you pull this off. Just do your measurements and all that. You'll see how that's set up. Slide it in through the bottom. That's what I would recommend, since you got to change the base out, because it's a higher base. I'm making like a 4.5, 5-inch tall, all steel plate. It'll be the same bolt pattern, and then you just slide it in from the bottom and then bolt it up. But I would recommend probably just slide this assembly through the bottom. That way, lay the crossing down and then slide that in, and then put the steel base, and then stand it back up, and then hook your wiring. Like it says, you're going to drill a hole in the side of the pole, not in the front and back, to put the grommet, and that'll be the two wires, one for the motor and one for the gate lights. And they'll have two clips. I'll have pictures in there. Make sure you get it to where there's a grommet. It comes out through the bottom, but make sure it doesn't pinch this, so it'll come out through the side and over on this side. So whichever side, I didn't put them on. I don't know what side you want to put the hole on. So I'm going to just leave it with you. So you'll have all the grommets. I'll give you some extra connectors and some pin connectors, so if you goof up, so anything that doesn't have a connector on it, that means you got to pull it through your pipe or your pole or whatever. So don't put the connectors on until you pull it through. And then what I would recommend, after you get it all set up, do a run test, kind of like what you did with the magnet system. So just to make sure everything works before you start buttoning it up. That'll be your control box. And then the magnet system, same as what you have. So yeah, you know, it's been a long time, and that's why I didn't really want to do the gates. But now, you know, getting down the home stretch, I like the gates. They've been acting and working great now with all the braces and everything else. The thicker material for the gate arm. So timer should take over in a few minutes, and then like it says, I'm gonna pack it up this week coming up after I get the two bases made up. Here we go. So no lights, but like it says, there's crossings out there I've seen that, you know, bells and whistles go off and the gates go up without any lights on. So I believe you should be good. So this is Bart with Mad Dogs Trains. Thanks.